It's like, you go from point A to point B and back. Maybe you have a hobby, so you might meet people there. That to me is like a definite negative of like the suburbs. But that's about it.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, I'm curious to see what Joe thinks about it now. But you're right, Chris. Like the convenience, I would just call that um,
It's convenient.
options,
Yeah.
options, and not only just you have plenty of options, you have the convenience of options. And like you said, if you want to do something fun, activities are
Yeah.
all around you. You can do every. You can go to a heavy metal show in one place, and then the next place you're at like a dive bar just hanging out.
Yeah.
So
And community. I'd say
yeah.
community. I think it's
Hmm.
easier to tap in and build community in the city to a degree than it is in the suburbs. I think in the suburbs it can be more difficult depending on what suburbs we're talking about.
Uh, Joe, I have a question for you then,
Hmm.
based on this. So, what do you think about like just the safety aspect of everything in terms of having all these people around you and like
Good
obviously
question.
crime is getting bigger in New York City. I'll admit that it's the worst it's been since I've been alive. Um, but what do you think in the suburbs? You're like you said, you're tucked in, you're in your fort, and you're good. When the city, anything can happen at any time.
That's a That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, yeah,
And before while you think about the answer, Joe,
yeah.
has like even you have you felt an uptick in danger in the city
Yeah. Oh
in the
yeah. Like
last like two
I've
years?
been confronted in the subway a couple
Whoa.
times,
Really?
but nothing happened. Nothing kicked off
Well, like, can you
because
give me a summary of like what happened?
yeah, yeah. So I was in the subway and I was walking into the car, but someone had their fucking goddamn bicycle. I don't mean to swear. Sorry. Got the bicycle in the car, and I bumped into the bicycle. And this guy he was just enraged
Okay.
afterwards, and he came right up to my face, and I was like, but I think he could tell, like you could tell when someone is a New Yorker, and it's like I'm not a guy, I'm not Mister Tough Guy and gonna instigate anything, of course not, but um, I'm gonna stand my ground. If you want to go, let's go. Then let's do it. Let's step outside and go. But I'm not gonna back down. But I'm not gonna start anything either.
Yeah.